very good morning to all. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, chapter number 10, and the name of the chapter is Democracy in India. So we'll start from page number 71. Now here you can see many pictures. Here the teacher is going to teach them about the election. So what is an election? It is an occasion where people elect or select someone to represent them. Now to explain this, the teacher have asked the kids to elect a monitor for the class. So they have to take a paper, write the name of that student whom they wanted to elect as a monitor of the class. After that, they have to fold it and hand it to the class teacher. Once this process is done, the class teacher opens it and she starts to count to know who gets the highest number of votes. So the student who gets the highest number of votes will be selected as the monitor of the class. Now this is the same way how we elect our leaders for our country. That's why we say India is a democratic country, because we, the people of India, have the right or the power to elect our representative who represents us. So once again, an election is an occasion where people elect someone to represent them, and India is known as the democratic country because democracy is a system of government where the people have the right to elect their representative who forms the government. That's why India is known as the democratic country. Now here in page number 71, you can see the question, what is an election? Second question, what is its role in a democratic government? Now you have to answer this in your notebook with proper date and chapter number. Let's move on to page number 72. Here you can see a small flow chart. The topic is the Indian government and the subtopics are central government and state government. So we'll be discussing about these governments, its branches, its levels in detail in this chapter. So before that, we should be familiar with few terms. In our country, we are not allowed to do everything that we want to do. We have to follow certain rules. Rules at home, in school, on road and many other places. Now, can you tell why we need these rules? We need these rules because it protects us from danger. It also helps us to keep everything in order so that everyone can live with love and peacefully in the society. Now, what do you understand by law? The rules for a country are known as laws. Once again, the rules for a country are known as laws. Now, there are many laws which every citizen have to follow. Some of the basic laws are wearing a seat belt while driving, crossing the road at the zebra crossing and when the signal is red, and there are many other laws. Now, we all live in a family, isn't it? And our family has a head of the family. Now, what is the role of this head of the family? Now, the head of the family makes rule which all the family members have to follow. Head of the family also takes the important decisions so that the welfare of the family members can be taken care of. Now, this is the main job of head of the family. Talking about our country, India is also like a big family. So, to rule this country, a single person cannot rule it. So, we need a team. Now, this team or a group of people who makes law or who rules our country are known as the government. Once again, government is a group of people who makes law and who have the controlling power over a country. That is known as the government. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the government, the two types of government, that is central government, which is also known as the union government, and the state governments. We know that India is a vast country. So after independence, it was decided to divide this India into many states and union territory because it was very difficult to rule by a single person or a single center. Now, India is a democratic country. Now, can you tell why we call India a democratic country? Because democracy is a system of government where people have the power or the right to elect their own representative, and these elected leaders forms the government. Now, democracy is a Greek word which means demo means people and kratos means rule. So, basically democracy means rule of the people. Now, here you can see the picture of Abraham Lincoln. Now, do you know that United States of America is the largest democracy in the world, and Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of United States of America, and he defined democracy as the government of the people, by the people and for the people. That means democracy is the system where the people have the right to elect their own representative who represents them. So, this is about the democracy. Now, here we are going to discuss about some of the features of democracy. So, first one is right of the people to elect their leaders. So, we have already discussed that India is a democratic country. That means democracy is a system of government where people have the right to elect their representative who represents them, who forms the government. Now, there is a rule in India that all the citizens who are 18 years or above 18 years have the right to vote. Now, this is known as the universal adult suffrage. So, all the citizens who are 18 years or above have the right to elect their own representatives who represents them, who forms the government and who makes the law for the country. So, the government makes sure while making the law that the basic needs of the people are taken care of. So, this is one of the features of democratic country, that is right of the people to elect their leaders. Now, the second one is right of the people to express their views on the policies of the government. So, India is a democratic country and all the citizens have the right to express their feelings or their opinions without any fear. So, the basic human right, that is the freedom of speech, is the basic fundamental right of the citizens of our country. Next feature is equality and justice. So, equality means the state of being equal. As we all know that India is a vast country and there are different states. So, there are different people living in different states. They speak different language, they practice different religion, they eat different food, and there are many differences. But despite of these differences, all are equal. So, they all have the same equal rights. Now, justice means the quality of being fair. So, in a democratic country, the government makes sure that these rights are fair and equal to everyone, whether he is a poor or a rich, whether he is from this state or whether he is from another state. So, the government makes sure that these laws or rights are equal for all the citizens of our country. So, these are three main features of democracy. Now, next we will talk about the constitution of our country. Now, the Constitution of India is a written document and it consists of many articles and schedules. The Constitution of India is known as the lengthiest constitution in the world. Now, the Constitution of India consists of set of rules or guidelines which shows how a country or a state or other political organization works. It also shows the three branches of the government, how they work and what are their powers. The Constitution of India also tells the rights of the citizen. So these all are written documents, and this came into force on 26th January 1950. Here you can see the picture of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. He is known as the father of Indian Constitution because he was the chairman of drafting committee of Indian Constitution, and he wanted to remove this inequality from our country. We know that India is a land of diversities. There are different states and different people. They speak different language, they follow different religion and many more differences. So, the Indian Constitution has adopted a federal structure. Now, what do you understand by this federal structure? It is a system of government where the power is distributed between the central and the state government. So, central government is also known as the union government. So, here this word federal structure means the power has been divided between the central government, which looks after the entire country, which makes laws for the entire country, and the other one is state government, which makes laws for that particular state. So here you can see the three levels of government. The power has been divided into three levels. Central government is the government which is for entire country. So it makes rule for the entire country. State government, which makes laws for the state. Now the third one is local self-government. Now this is a local government which provides rights and services which is very necessary for healthy living and welfare of an individual or for our society or for our community and so on. So this was about the Constitution of India. So the Constitution provides three levels of government, that is central government, state government, local self-government, and the power is divided between two governments, that is central government and the state governments. They both work together for the welfare of the citizens of our country. Now here there is an activity for you. You have to speak about the Constitution of India, record it and submit in Microsoft Teams. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.